Good evening, everybody. It's Sophia here from increasesocialreach.com. And today I'm going to bring you maybe a long live, but it will be worth it. Okay, so stay tuned. It's evening here. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Let me know in the comments where you are. I'll be with you very soon. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fine. So just quickly, I wanted to come in here to let you know what's going to happen. So I'm going to put a replay of a webinar that I did recently, about a week ago. And you don't have to sign up. This is live. And I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to put the webinar on for you. The webinar is the 5 simple steps to 5K in 5 days. What are the 5 steps that you need to have into consideration when you're building and packaging your group program? So if you have any comments, please put them in the chat in the comments. And at the end of the webinar, I'm going to tackle all your questions. So questions in the comments. I'm here behind the scenes looking at all the questions that you might have. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. And this might take just a few seconds. So you can see my screen now. And here we go. Okay, so oh dear. So we have a problem. Got a problem. I forgot to share the audio of the live webinar. So I'm going to do the thing again. I'm going to share my screen again. And that's the technical gremlins. It's normal. So let's do this again. With the excitement, I completely forgot. So you haven't missed much. Okay, hold on. With me on this webinar, because we're going to find out which steps you need to take to go from a one-to-one module to a one-to-many, which is the group programs. Some people call it courses as well. So, and I can't see the slides. So I'm just going to move the slide to the main part. So this is perfect. That's great. We are here, but I'm not showing. I'm here. So let's talk about how we can package your passion and your knowledge and launch a sellout group program. So in this webinar presentation that I'm giving you today, I am going to give you make an offer to you later on the webinar, so that you're aware of that. But basically, wait a minute. I'm going to talk about the 5 steps that you need to take. So this is for you. So hopefully all the ladies, people that are here on the webinar with me are in these categories. So you can be either an existing established coach, consultant, or a teacher, an educator who is looking to leverage your time and earn more money. And this is possible with group programs. Or even maybe you're a newbie or you're still in your 9 to 5 and you are trying to figure out how to do this online business thing. And you're looking for a more security of consistent income so that you have that excuse of firing your boss like I did and leave your 9 to 5. So are we ready? Are we ready to package your passion and launch and sell out a group program? So let me check in with you. I'm multitasking here, guys. So are you a coach, consultant, or educator with the knowledge, skills, and experience to transform lives? So you might be thinking, oh, but I don't think I have the skills or I have the knowledge, but I'm going to prove you the opposite. We all have knowledge, life experience, skills that we acquired in corporate and or throughout life. So, and this can be all turned into content for your group program. And do you dream of serving more people, teaching or coaching groups, but you just can't see how? So at the moment, let's forget about the how. Are you feeling a bit frustrated by the relentless seeking and hunting of new clients every single month? So with this system, with this module, you can launch 2-3 times a year and you can reach your income goal. So this presentation is going to help you discover the 5 steps you need to take to scale your business and stop trading time for money. So like I say, go from a one-to-one consulting or coaching business into a one-to-many and grow through the power of groups. So a little bit about me for those that don't know me yet. When I was in my 9 to 5, I was dreaming. I actually always dreamt about having my own business since I'm a young girl. But corporate life got a bit tiring. So I was always seeking for a way out of my 9 to 5. And back in 2015, I started my business. And why am I the right person for you to teach you about group programs? So I love groups. The interaction between the groups, the engagement in the groups, and also the connection with other people so that you can learn with their experiences and you can progress and move forward with the help of others is really, really powerful. So throughout all my corporate life, I was in a managerial positions or working with groups. Then I'm thinking, I've also worked with groups in school. All my life, I've always worked with groups and I loved it. I love the partnership and I love like the group setting because we can lean on each other and help each other grow and move forward, progress. So back in 2015, when I started my own business, I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now. So I was like you are at the moment. And let me just put, you can see me now. So I was working in social media marketing. I was all over the place. I was targeting everybody. So I wasn't really focused until, not until about 2016, 2017, that really, I found my passion. I found my zone of genius. And now I'm really passionate to teach you how you can implement faster with the mistakes that I've made. In 2015, I was leading a local networking group. We met once a month for lunch and networking and knowing what other businesses were doing and lifting each other up. And I really, really liked it. But I wanted to move my business online 100%, completely 100%. So then I started to learn about how could I move that local networking group offline online. And that's when the passion for groups and turning my skills and my knowledge, turning it into a group, that was when it all started. So, wait a minute. Let's move on. So really, throughout my entrepreneurial journey per se, I had a lot of stumbles and I had a lot of successes. So one of the reasons why I love this module is because it's going to give you the freedom to do whatever you want, wherever you are. And especially nowadays that people are being laid off and there's redundancies and there is an uncertainty with the job situation. If you do have some sort of skills, I can absolutely guarantee you that we can turn that into a group program online. Some people call it courses. You can do a group course as well. So let's start with the first step. So this I've narrowed it down completely for this specific webinar. And the first step is basically it all starts in your mind. And everything that you are imagining and thinking right now is affecting your ability to move forward. Your mind is a muscle. Your mind is a muscle that needs to be trained and guided, okay? And that's why this step is really crucial. It's going to help you to develop your creative thinking, right? Creativity, I truly believe that we all creators in the body, and I help my clients and members of my group to focus on what they actually want through the means of art therapy. So, and this art is like a symbolic language that taps into your unconscious and unleashes your true potential, your true creative power. And why am I so passionate about this? I love art, and I think that creativity is one of the freest forms of self-expression. Okay, there is nothing more satisfying and fulfilling than to be able to express ourselves openly and without judgment. The ability to be creative, to create something from personal feelings and experiences can reflect and nurture our emotional health. The first years, you know, when we started in our life, the first years of our life as children, everything is just so creative and perfect. They don't really turn around and go like, oh, this is not perfect. Oh, no, I can't do this. No, they use their imagination and they move forward, and that's how they learn. So right now, there is a lot of different feelings that you might be thinking that you don't know where to start. You are comparing yourself with other people. You're feeling frustrated. You're procrastinating. There's a scarcity when you, in relationship to time. You must have told yourself, "Oh, I don't have time to do this. You know, that's going to take too much time. I'm going to waste my time." The problem is the way people think in the beginning, because there's so much uncertainty and insecurity, and starting a business and or changing the business module into a different way, it's daunting and it's scary, and because it's not what it's familiar to you. So it's very unfamiliar, and we try to get away from what's unfamiliar. So I want, with this system, I want, with this passion that I have for groups, I want you to see that this is going to be much easier. It's going to give you the ease and the flow that you need in your business. You're going to start to be more confident when you work in your mindset, when you sorry, when you work in your mindset and get rid of all the negativity, right? It's going to be so much, everything is going to flow. You're going to take action on the things that you really want. And most of all, you're going to have enormous amounts of fun. I have a lot of fun in what I do. Why? Because I love to do what I do. So there is two elements that I've also noticed throughout my journey. And I'm sharing my journey here with you because And I'm sharing my journey here with you because I want to be completely honest and open. Everybody's journey is different. My journey is my journey, and your journey is going to be your journey. You have to figure out what you really want, and you have to be in a state of being, so that you can start doing something. So I've noticed two big elements all throughout my entrepreneurial journey. One is the element of time. And you must have said this to yourself. Please be honest, because I've said it to myself. Oh, I haven't got time for this. I haven't got time because I have to go and take the kids, or I have to do some cleaning in the house, or I have to do some cooking. So there's always kind of like an excuse. But I always say this to everybody, that all my clients, is that we all have the same time. And I remember a story it's not a story, it's a real fact. My dad used to turn around to me and said, if you don't have the time, make it. Because we all have the same time. But what we tend to do is to waste it with excuses, because we resist to what we want, because it's unfamiliar to us. Like I said before, we tend to keep with all the familiar stuff in our life because it's comfortable. It's our comfortable zone, and we feel cozy and good. So why should we go to the uncomfortable? So the other element is there's 4 levels of disbelief. And I've learned this through another online influencer, Jeff Walker, and through a program that I recently did with Stu McLaren, Tribe program, which was all about group programs and recurring income and all that. And basically, Jeff says that there's 4 levels of disbelief. So if you're selling your services to somebody, they are not going to believe you. This is the first one. The next one is they won't believe your thing or what you do. They won't believe it. And the third one is that they don't believe that you can teach, mentor, coach your thing to them. And the fourth one, and this is the really big one, is that they don't believe it's going to work for them. Because at the end of the day, they are not believing in themselves. So you see, this all plays havoc with our mindset, because in order to sell our services or our products, your audience needs to believe in you. They need to feel that you're able to deliver what you've promised, and ultimately they are going to be able to achieve results from whatever you teach. So now I ask, do you believe that you can deliver what you've created, what you're about to create, actually? And most importantly, do you believe in yourself? Truly, do you believe in yourself? And there's no judgment here. And sometimes I doubt myself. There's been enormous amounts of time that I just wanted to think, oh my God, this is just too hard. I want to give up and I want to go back to my 9 to 5. But I didn't. Okay. So there is a way around it. Now, the second step is what I call less is more. And I was like, what? Less is more, less of what and more of what? So what I'm talking about here is your content. So your content. So imagine, right? So let's see this. Your client, your prospect, wants to trust you, is reading all your stuff, and this is where they are. They're here. They're overwhelmed. They've got a lot of information going on online. And they want to be on the other side, achieving their results. So the other side is why your client want the outcome. Now imagine a bridge that goes from A to Z, right? From point A to point Z. And there's a bridge, there's an imaginary bridge, right? And you're on top of that bridge. You're the one that is going to guide them. So really important here is to emphasize the fact that not only you need to know your why you want to do what you want to do, but also you want to figure out what your client wants, what they really want to achieve. It's really important. And Simon Sinek said, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And I truly believe in this. So this diagram that you can see here, this is all the content, right? The content needs to be built with this in mind. Basically, what I do is we figure out why they want what they want, and then we reverse engineer all the steps. What will help them along the way is the how. At the moment, your prospect is thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to be more happy? How am I going to get a good relationship with somebody? How am I going to solve my marriage, right? They are just thinking of how, because they are seeking a solution. Now you need to give them some guidance and take them away from the how. The how is not important. You have to really make them see that the why, the reason why they want what they want is more important. And this goes to your content. Where they're at, they're already overwhelmed, they're scared, they're procrastinating, they're stuck in the hills. There's too much. That's why your content needs to be less. And less is more because it's more because you have to really figure out what stages they need to achieve. And in each stage, this is very important because each stage needs to just have enough for them to go to stage 2. And then in stage 2, just have enough to go to stage 3 and so on. So what will help them along the way? It's all the materials and workbooks and worksheets and all the techniques and the tools that you're going to use. Now, they don't want to know about the tools. They just want to know that they're going to get what they're going to get, right? And the what is what benefits we'll get in each program session. So you see what I mean? I took this concept from Simon Sinek, the why. And basically, you need to focus on the why and then reverse engineer. So go out of the cycle, out of the box sort of thing. With creative thinking, you can do this, right? So basically, when it comes to content, there's 4 elements. There's structure, the structure, elements, timing, and the actual content, right? But before all that, we really need to do our research. It's really, really important because this was a mistake that I made right in the beginning, and it took me like 18 months to actually put out my group program, my first group program ever. I thought I was pregnant with an elephant. It was hilarious. But because I was stuck in perfectionism, and I was also thinking, this is what they need. I never asked them what they need. I just assumed what they wanted, right? And then I was putting all this together and it was a complete failure, right? I had to strip it all down. So that's why research is really, really important. I don't mean like months and months and months of research. No, with the help of this intensive workshop, you are going to bounce up ideas with other members of the group, and we're going to help each other on this research. And there are questions that I will ask you. I'll come to the questions in a minute. There are questions that are asked so to do the proper research. But you need to figure out what do they really want, because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste 18 months like I did and put a group program together, and then you're at the end of it, it's like they don't really want it. It's too complicated. I sounded very corporate-y, right? I just came out of corporate, and my language and my message, my positioning, it was all wrong. So this is what I had to learn really in depth so that I can help you now. And think about like what content will you coach about? So it really depends what type of coach you are, what type of consultant, what type of teacher you are, right? I've got a client that she's an English teacher, and we put together her amazing membership with all the terms of the content. So really need to think about what content you're going to need. Do you have already structured content that you can easily convert into a group program? And if you do, that's great, because that's just, you know, you're half there already. So that is really good. Is it condensed enough? Does it go through the stages that I talked about before? You don't want to overwhelm too much your clients with too much content. Otherwise, they'll leave the group. They won't bother to do the work. They won't implement nothing. And so on. I mean, there are a few more questions here, but this is mainly questions and research so that we transform your one-to-one into a group module. For example, what is the most common needs that your ideal audience or clients share with you on a consistent basis? And is there something that you do really easy? It's really easy, like you can do it with your eyes shut, that others find difficult. So for example, for me, tech, I can do tech with my eyes shut, but others find it difficult. So I found something there that I can help others with. Yeah, so, and another thing, then we go into the design, the content. What is your process right now? What areas do you focus in that will drive your clients to the end result? So for example, let's look at these 5 steps here. We've got mindset, we've got content, then we're going to have the delivery system, then we got the attraction clients, right? The lead magnet, which is basically your sales funnel. And then you're going to have how to keep your tribe happy. So really need to look at what steps do you use to get results for your clients that you repeat over and over and over. I understand that some coaching businesses, they're quite confidential, and they're still, I'm not saying to completely forget about the one-to-one process that you have. There are still clients that might need that interaction and prefer that interaction. But if you have a group of, say, 5 clients, which you charge $1,000 for that package, you will have already the income goal that you want to reach. So instead of having more clients one-to-one, more clients one-to-one, you can have the group, and it will give you a more consistent income. So also think about what makes your process different when you're writing your content and when you're designing and structuring your content. What makes your process different, better, and more efficient? They want to go to the end result as quickly as possible, but they have to go through each stage, because they'll assimilate and they'll implement the actions better that way. And also, what are the outcomes that your members will experience after attending your program? So these are all questions, and there is more. There is more that we talk about, but mainly, and this is really important, just bear this in mind. If nothing else, just screenshot it. This is your content framework. If you have these questions in mind every time you're putting together your content modules, right? Ask yourself, what do I want them to do by when? There is the timing in there. There's the structure in there. Why? Why do I want them to do that specific thing? And how? How will be the materials and the tools that you use to guide them from stage to stage? And also ask yourself, what's next? So if nothing else, these questions will really help you to put together your content and have those 4 elements in mind: structure, the elements, the timing, and then the whole content. So let's go into step number 3, the super simple delivery system, right? There's no need to overthink this. You can start your group program just by delivering it in a Facebook group, in a LinkedIn group. You do not have to have all the bells and the whistles yet. You can build it up, because this group program can be your beta program. You can try it out. And the next launch and the launch after is always going to be better and different, because you're going to tweak, you're going to change things. So it's not really necessary to have all the bells and the whistles, because you can so deliver this in any group. There's another group, networking group. There's different types. You can do this like in an idyllic location, right? In a hotel, or have like a retreat. And even online, through virtual Zoom meetings, that you can split the group into breakout areas. And hopefully, if you have hundreds of people in your group, then you want to have breakout areas. You want to have leaders for each breakout area, so that is easier to manage, but it's possible to do. You can also have a third-party platform. There's a lot of people that go and recur to Kajabi and Kartra and Udemy and Teachable. But you still need to put all the content inside, and you still need to design the content. The content is not going to appear. And this is why the 555 Intensive Workshop is going to really help you to develop and design and create your content, so that you can deliver to your clients in whatever platform you want to do it. Ultimately, if you want to go faster, obviously, you can have your own membership done for you. And if you're interested, we do that as well. You can give me a call. And you're just going to give them a completely different experience if you have that in a hub, in a community hub where everybody meets. and you have your content hosted in that hub. And all you have to do then for the next launches is concentrate on launching it. You don't have to create the content anymore because it's all there, it's all accessible. You don't have to deliver it, it's all automatic. Step number 4, are we going? How are we doing? If anybody has any questions so far, please put them in a chat box and we'll look into them a little bit later on. Cool. So step number 4, your client attraction system. So now you worked on your mindset. You've designed and created your content. It's all there, ready. You have a place to deliver it. But now you're going to have a system to attract new people into your group. And this is what every single launch, every single launch system needs to have: an attraction lead magnet. I'm playing it. So basically, to sell your group program vision, you're going to need an attraction lead magnet. Simple as that. It's just simple. And keep it simple. When I say simple, you don't need to overthink it. People don't want to read too much. A lead magnet can be just a one-pager PDF with a solution to the problem they're seeking. It could be a webinar. This could be a lead magnet. It could be a webinar that you can automate later on. There's so many ideas. And I think there's a link, Sophia, if you have the link for the lead magnet mastery, put it on, because you can create a lead magnet in a weekend with this well, in 5 days with this link that thank you so much. It has to have a wow factor and solve the immediate problem that you need. There's no fluff. There's a lot of fluff online. You can't put fluff on a lead magnet. It needs to be really laser focused. And again, easy to consume, and keep it simple, guys. This is going to help you grow your list. And if you say, oh, but I haven't got a big list, how can I have a group? Well, you can, because everybody has to start from somewhere. There's always a beginning to anything. So if you put together this PDF in a weekend, you can start growing your list pretty quick. But obviously, to grow your list, you have to do your marketing activities so that you drive traffic to that lead magnet. It's not just creating a lead magnet, okay? And this is what I'm going to show on the link that Sophia's just shared. Is not just growing the lead magnet. You have to nurture your list. You have to nurture the people that are interested in your stuff. So there are a lot of ideas there. Obviously, when we do the 555 intensive workshop, I'm going through this all in depth. So here is just for some of you, I don't like to call it sales funnel, but it is what it is, and it is a funnel. So it's basically like all the activities that you do that go inside the funnel, and that is going to bring the awareness to your business. Is going to bring, is going to increase your business visibility, right? And is going to allow you to position yourself as the expert that you are. And all this content, all these posts, and all the stuff that you do, all these marketing activities, it all goes into the funnel, right? Again, driving traffic to the lead magnet, okay? And when you nurture the list and take them, you always need to take them into a sales call with you, into another product. So the funnel needs to be flowy. And obviously, when they start seeing that you can help them solve their nagging problem, they will be more interested to work with you on a regular basis, and you will be able to convert them into the clients. So this is just a little idea what you can have, what you can do, but there is many, many more. And on that lead magnet mastery link, I give you about 60 others. There's a lot of ideas that you can turn into a lead magnet, and it really depends on your business. And sometimes be innovative, be creative, and do something different that nobody's doing. Who cares? It's your business, your terms, and you can do whatever you want. So inside the intensive workshop, you are going to be given these templates as a bonus. So you don't have to worry about anything. So basically, what all you have to worry about is driving, creating content that is going to attract your ideal client. And finally, step number 5, it's once you've created the content, you've worked your mindset, created the content, you created the lead magnet, you delivered it, your tribe is going to be inside your group program. So imagine now your group program is there, it's out there, it's going, it's running. So this step number 5 is really important, because this onboarding process, this onboarding element is really important. You need to keep your tribe engaged, and you need to take care of them, basically, because otherwise your tribe is going to feel like you don't care, and you're going to lose them, right? So the group needs to be really, really engaging. And ways that you can do this. So like I say here, a truly engaged group is your secret weapon. And it's your secret weapon. Why? Because a truly engaged group is going to talk about it to their friends and their colleagues. And if there is somebody else they talk to, it's word of mouth. This is social media basic, so they're going to talk about to other people and say, oh my God, that group is amazing. I've achieved this and A, B, C, D. And they are going to be your best ambassadors. So this is why you have to take care of them and love them. So one of the things is, like, I hate to go into a group and there's no welcome message. And you just, all you have there is like a bunch of content and I don't know where to go. I hate that. So a welcome message just gives that connection between the leader of the group and the members of the group, the tribe. And also show gratitude for your tribe, because at the end of the day, these are your paying clients. And they trusted you. They saw your content. They saw what you can do. And they believe that you can deliver what you are promising to deliver. So be grateful for them. And another thing is, and like I said, it's like this is really good. And I've seen it in some groups. And this techniques that I'm giving you here is things that have worked for me and have worked for others, because I've seen the engagement that, the reactions and the engagement that people have in certain groups. Give them what to expect, or it's a bit like, like a sneak peek of the behind the scenes of a sneak peek of the membership, what's inside of it, how to navigate it. They need to have a sense that they're not going to be lost. And they need to have a sense that they know exactly they're in the right place. They know what to do next, which is really important. And they are able to visualize what is possible for them. Also, invite them to introduce themselves, in your group. Invite them to share some of the work. Invite them to stimulate interaction. Arrange for like accountability buddies. This is really good as well. I've run the lead magnet mastery that I talked about before. I've gone in a video and I said, I've explained what an accountability buddy is, and people start connecting with each other and start asking, would you like to be an accountability buddy? Where are you from? And this is engagement. So keeping your community engaging with your program content and connected with other like-minded members. This is what I've just said. Really, really important. As long as they're happy with what you're delivering and they're happy, they feel like they belong. They feel like they belong inside the group. And this is your secret weapon. So, for example, if you have weekly calls or Q&A sessions, show them when it's happening and where to go, okay? Don't just leave them hanging, waiting for it to appear. Also have this is another thing, is keep the communications going through emails as well. This is not difficult to set up. And I'm going to show how all this is done inside the 555 intensive workshop that we've got coming up. Progress is very important. If they feel that they are progressing, they keep themselves inside the group. For example, in recurring memberships, that you have to keep them happy every single month, so they are a monthly recurring paying client. You have to really be innovative and creative and think of ideas that is going to give them a sense of what's to come. Maybe just give them a little sneak peek of what's to come the next month. If they are interested in your content, they will stay every single month. And make it fun and playful. I truly believe that people learn really, really well when they are when they're playing games. And it doesn't feel like competition. It feels more like collaboration. Okay. And the one of the things that I also teach my clients is the learning through the gamification, which is like learning through playing games, basically. And just think about, when I think about games, I think about children happily engaged and playing with their colleagues and their friends, and really you can see their faces light up. So this is really, really important for nowadays, because people just get distracted. So you have to really give them a sense of belonging and give them a sense of that it's fun, that it's playful. And in this step of the intensive, there is a bonus, which is a bunch of ideas and documents that you can use in your group, which are all about facilitation techniques. We got icebreakers, we got laser coaching, we got how to start the first session. That there's enormous amounts of things. So we're going to help you achieving this by packaging your passions into a no-brainer for your dream clients. You must be passionate about doing something. And in the first step, which is the mindset step, we are going to really look into that, because we need to dig. Maybe you're just turning and saying, oh, I'm not passionate about nothing. I don't think my knowledge can be monetized. And I beg to differ. And we're going to really dig deep down your zone of genius, what you're passionate about doing, and getting that out. We're going to teach you some cool tools, tricks, and techniques to turn your one-to-one into a one-to-many offering without compromising on value. You're going to bypass your techie fears and overcome, because we're going to show you how to give your group an amazing collective experience without spending a lot of money on digital platforms, third-party platforms. So you don't need that for now, not to start with. Like I said, you can just do a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group. You're going to leverage with this intensive workshop. You're going to be able to leverage your existing content to increase your visibility and discover how to market yourself organically. You are also going to receive sales training on how to convert those leads you get into paying customers with ease and integrity. And every day, you're going to be supported, coached, and held accountable to take massive aligned action. This is a 5-day intensive. But at the end of the day, in this intensive, what I'm going to show you is going to be enough for you to have your group program ready to market and launch whenever you want. Your goal, our goal, is to launch and sell your first beta group offering to 5 clients for 1K per client. And there you have it. You've got the 5K. So I said this intensive workshop is called 5 Steps to 5K in 5 days. It's not bad, is it? Because, in a week, and this is possible. Got a client that is converted 15K in 3 days in a weekend. How amazing is that? But even cooler than that, you'll have everything set up to rinse and repeat. Like I said, the most difficult thing is actually to put all the content together, because the majority of the businesses don't have that framework, that content framework that I use with my clients. And this is it's a one-off payment of $555 for the 5 steps to 5K in 5 days intensive. And we start on the 7th of December. So if this is something that you are thinking of doing, I urge you, this is amazing. This is a snippet what I give my clients. Obviously, my high-end clients, we build their memberships for them, and we construct and build the launch system and everything. Obviously, if you want that route, you just, give me a call. Sophia can put a link in the chat for a call if you're interested in that route. But this is just going to be so simple. And there's more. There's more. You're also going to have access to action-packed area that I call the content lab. The content lab is where you're going to have all the modules that you're going to need for building your content, putting it all together, and you're going to share with the group. You're going to brainstorm ideas with the group, and you're going to be able to put together all your content modules of your program or course. There is also access to mind hacking area. This is also an area from my high-end clients, the RLS, the Radical Launch System clients. And in here, you will have a series of meditation videos and things that are going to help you with your mindset gremlins. And they will surface, they will come up over and over and over. Trust me, I've been there, I know. Every time I have a launch, I stress. Every time I have something to offer, I stress. So I do need to go into that all the time. And I put it there. I built it for myself. So what's the best thing? When I build something, I build it with love, and I build it as if I was building it for myself. You're going to have access to the 5 lead magnet templates that we've created for you. They're ready to go. You can just download, put your content on it, change the colors, and off you go. It's there, already done for you. And to make it even sweeter for this workshop, and this is like priceless, at the end of it, we're still going to be in the group. We're still going to support each other. The content delivery is going to be in 5 days, but you can still come into the group, and you're going to have 1 hour strategy call with me, so we can tweak, we can have a look, and we can embellish it if needs be. So how is that, guys? It's really, really I'm so passionate about showing people how they can turn their one-to-one and get more time by having a group. And I'm so passionate about helping people to grow with the power of groups. So this is me, guys. Let me just check the chat box. Did you see the offers that we've put on there? Hi, Sophia. So how are we doing for time? Right, let's have a look. Just going to, I don't know if anybody has any, let me see if there's any, there's questions. Awesome. So my biggest struggle is how to turn what I do into knowledge that can be packaged into a group program. Can this program still help me? Yes. And that is normal because in the beginning, we live in our heads. So sometimes we think that we have this specific skill or this knowledge, we just take it for granted. So we disregard it and we think, and then obviously there'll be like the saboteurs that comes up and say like, probably not good enough to put it out there. There is so much. So packaging, this group program is gonna help you package your knowledge for sure. Because we will dig deep into what you're passionate about doing. And because it's there, it's inside of you, right? And we're going to dig deep and get that out, right? And create with some creative thinking and group thinking will definitely show you how to package and monetize, not just package your knowledge, monetize your knowledge. Let me see the other one. Kate, you're making me laugh. I don't have a list of following. Can I still create a successful group program? Yes, you can. Maybe you are thinking that you don't have a following, but let me ask you this. You're on social media, right? And this, you probably think, when you think following, you're just thinking about a list. And when you're starting out, nobody has a list. I didn't have a list when I started out. So the following could be people on Facebook. Got friends on Facebook? That's your following. Connections on Facebook in groups? That's your following. LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. There's enormous amounts of social media platforms with followings. Now, there's followers and followers. What you want is your ideal audience to follow you, right? You want your ideal audience to follow you. And we are going to show you some techniques that are going to help you attract that ideal audience. And like I said, when you put your lead magnet together, solving that nagging problem that they have, you are going to start attracting your ideal audience, because that's the people that you want to attract. So then, therefore, you're going to start to build your list. But obviously, a list, it does not suddenly appear. You need to put the work in and take actions and do your marketing activities so you can drive traffic to your lead magnet. And we're going to show you all that. So let me see if there's any more. Any more questions? This is one. Kate says, this is really speaking to me. Thank you. Thank you, Kate. You can find the workshop. Love the numbers. Love the numbers on that. Right. So, Marianne, many thanks, Sophia. I have to drop for another call, but great to meet you. Super. Thanks again. Thanks again, Marianne. 555 whoop whoop. I think we're good. Sophia, I can't see. Sophia, how are we good? Yes. So now, if you're still sitting on a fence and thinking, oh, I don't know if this is going to work for me, please jump on a call with me. I won't sell you anything that I do not believe that is not going to benefit you. We can just chat. We can find out if this is really for you. But so just, I'm here to help, and I'm here to pass on my knowledge and my skills and what I've learned from trial and error onto you. So let's get on a call and get all your questions answered. So if nobody has any more questions, then, oh, wait a minute. There's one. What about managing different people, personalities in a group? Do you teach this? So, yes, we do. On the number 5, which is to keep your tribe happy, there are certain techniques and engagement techniques and how to keep your tribe happy. There's some techniques inside the members area, those facilitation techniques that I told you about. Some of them are just common sense, right? Managing people. I've managed teams before, but sometimes it's just knowing their strength and what ticks them and just kind of lay it out all for them. Really be empathetic with their journey, give them time, give them space to grow and to progress. And everybody's different and everybody has different personalities. And I think that's amazing. You know, you don't want a group with the same personality. That will be kind of weird, right? So having like a group with different personalities actually gives a different dynamic to that group. Is as a leader of that group, you then have the intuition to kind of like respond a certain way or guide them a certain way. Some people need more the one-to-one kind of hand holding, right? Not everybody will go at the same speed, right? Because, you know, not just because of their personalities, but we don't know all the aspects of their life and what they're going through. So cool. Thank you, Sanai, for that question. That's really helpful. Thank you so much. So I think such a good question. So I think that is it. I mean, there are more common questions that people ask me on the landing page. It's just radicallaunchsystem.com/555. And I think Sophia's put the link there as well. And you've seen the link throughout the webinar. Again, if you have any more nagging questions or if you have any doubts that might be resurfacing, please come on a call with me and let's chat about it. Okay. Thank you so much once again for all of you to come over live with me today. Thank you. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Hi, everybody. I hope we enjoyed that. It was really good. It's kind of strange to listen to it as well. I was keeping an eye for some comments, some questions, but I'm going to give you the space and the time to watch this live webinar. And if you do have any questions regarding group programs or how to put together a group program or a course, please let me know in the comments. I'll be monitoring it and I will answer as soon as I see them to help you out. So if you also are interested, you've got the link there. It's radicallaunchsystem.com/555. Or if you, like I said, you're sitting on a fence and you're not sure about how to put all this together and if it's a good fit for you, please, let's jump on a call. We got this weekend, we start next Monday. We got Saturday and Sunday to get you on a call and get you moving and get you progressing and putting together your group program. So thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you all very soon.